from your experiences as well. Okay, so our topic is understanding real estate circles in Nigeria. Understanding real estate circles in Nigeria. Timing your investments for maximum returns. All right, so we're talking about timing in real estate. That's what we're talking about. Real estate, there are different cycles in real estate, and you don't want to go and start investing without understanding these different stages, these different circles that we have in the industry, right? And there are a lot of factors that determine these circles, because having a profitable investment in the market determines the cycle that you're investing in, determines the timing of your investment, right? Always, most people say real estate location is key. I think that you can make returns on your investments no matter the location. It just depends on the timing of that investment, right? The time you bought that investment, the duration of the appreciation, or the time you want to exit out of that investment, right? So when are you coming in, when are you leaving? So are you coming at the stage where the market has already appreciated, has already peaked, right? So this can greatly affect the returns that you make on that investment. So timing is key, right? So this is what we're going to be looking at today. Like I said, I've opened the phone lines. If you have any suggestions or contributions, or you want to share from your experience on what we're talking about today, please always hop on the call me, let me hear from you, let me hear your thoughts. Okay, I'm going on a short break. Please stay tuned. I'll be right back.
For real estate market insight and industry trends, join Amara on the Naija Landlord Show, where we show you how to make real estate work for you. For different investments, strategies from real estate experts on Naija Real Estates. Elevate your financial education and investment in Nigeria. So tune in every Saturday on VOP 90.3 from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Naija Landlord Show, the voice of real estate in Nigeria.
All right, welcome to the Naija Landlord Show. Welcome back to the Naija Landlord Show here on VOP 90.3 FM. And like I said, today we're talking about understanding real estate cycles in Nigeria, timing your investments for maximum returns. Right, that's what we're talking about today. And going right into the topic, real estate cycles, like I said, the different stages, right, that the property or the investment that you're making goes through, right? So there are different circles of that investment in the real estate market. Every investment has a cycle, has different stages that they go through for that property to coming from the from the very infancy stage, the discovery stage, and then up to the point where the property has reached a peak, right? The point of highest appreciation. So yes, so this is what we're looking at. So before we go right into the circles, let's look at the factors that influence these circles, right? That's the circles in Nigeria. This real estate in the market are influenced by these factors, and let's look at them, and so that we can be able to better understand the different circles and their different stages. All right, so let's look at one of the factors. The number one factor is economic trends. Okay, so we're looking at the economy, the GDP growth, the interest rates of the market, inflation, and then also the employment rates, looking at the income of individuals as around this environment, right? So these are the factors that could determine the circles of investment in different locations. So the economy would determine where the economy is at, would also affect the circle, or how fast the investment or property moves from one circle to the other, right? And then we look at the next point, which is government policies. We have the markets, like you all know, the real estate market is also greatly affected by the policies, the framework, the structure that the government has provided so that the industry can thrive, right? So these policies would greatly affect, impact, enhance the circles of different investments across different locations. All right, so this government policies, as an investor, as someone who is looking to make money from the real estate market, you have to be on the lookout for what is the government saying about this particular location, what are the policies that are being churned out concerning this kind of investment. If you're looking to go into agricultural investment in the industry, in the real estate market, you're looking to go to commercial real estate, what kind of structure, what kind of regulatory framework are there, what are the policies that are being put in place for that kind of investment in that particular location that you are looking to invest. So you must consider this, you must look out for this, because this will also enhance or impact your investment. Okay, and then we look at demographic changes, that is the location. We look at the environmental factors and the enhancements of these locations. We look at the migration of people into that place, or the exits of people out of that place, right? So we're looking at the demographic changes that are happening there. What's the population growth around there? What is the urbanization rates in that area? What is like I said, the migration patterns in that area? Are people coming more? Are people tending to move in to that area or move out of that area? So you're looking at all of this, you're considering all these factors. This will greatly impact the circle of your investment. Okay, and then we look at global events, right? We cannot overlook that aspect as well, because economic downturns across the world, like when we have a general or a major event such as the pandemic, for example, or we have geopolitical tension in the world or across the economy of major economies of the world, this can also impact the economy here in Nigeria, and as well impact the markets that you're investing in. So you also have to look out for global events. Where is the general economic world power heading to? What is the major global events happening across the world, right? So this is just like a foundation of what you should consider when you are investing. Remember that I said earlier this year that if you want to build a profitable real estate portfolio, you must educate yourself. You must be informed. Now, gone are the times when you would just, do an investment or go into a market or an industry just without any information, like blindsided. You do not have any proper knowledge on that. No, that can't be excused right now, right? In this time and age that we are in, that can't be excused. You must search out information. You must go out, empower yourself to keep yourself abreast of what's happening, to gather the right resources and the tools that you can better enhance yourself, right? So it's ignorance is no longer bliss, right? Ignorance is no longer an excuse for you. You must, if you want to grow financially, and increase your economic power, then you must get information. So don't think that, why we're talking about all this breakdown, what is my business with that, all my own is that, how can I make money, where am I going to get the money? No, that is you trying to allow the events of what's happening around you to determine the outcome. You can't do that. You determine your outcome. All right, so that's by the side. Let's go back to course about the topic on ground. So now let's look at the different circles, the different timings of a property, of an investment, right? Another word that you can use for this is maturity. Maturity models, right? I call it maturity timing. So maturity, you can say timing, you can say maturity, but let's use the word timing. So we have different stages. I could say like we have about 5 stages. Let's look at number 1, which is the discovery stage. Now, yes, I call it the discovery stage because at this point, this investment is not being sought after. It exists, yes, but it's not known, like so to speak. It's not known. It's an emerging market, right? So it's the discovery stage, it's the emerging state. It's coming into the limelight to say, oh, this is a potential area for investing. Oh, okay, this is something that this place could look like, could greatly appreciate in the future, right? So this is the discovery stage. It's the very early stage, very infant stage of a real estate investment, of a property, right? Of the timeline of a property, right? So it is just at the infant, way early stage, right? So that this stage, this is an emerging state, like I said, it is just coming out, and most people that are coming to this point, I call them the pioneers, the innovators, right, in the real estate market. And these people are actually the people who benefit the most from that investment, because they are able to come into the market at the very point where the market is at the lowest, at the very lowest, right? So you see, there was a time then, I think back down the years, about it should be maybe less than 10 years ago, when the Ekpe market started emerging. I think we had a governor who was from Ekpe, and people were like, okay, yeah, he's a governor right now, and then he's definitely going to bring in development in that area. And so people started going into that place and started buying properties. Properties were very, very affordable at that time, and so people could actually buy in bulk and buy much more than that stage. So that discovery stage, and that's the early stage. So but that it's a stage whereby if as an investor, you're looking at the long term. You're not expecting the property to get to maturity anytime soon, right? And there are different factors that could also determine how fast it gets to the maturity stage, right? So this time, people go in there as the pioneers, as the innovators, to go in and buy at that discovery stage. Now we go to the second stage, which is the expansion stage, and this is the point where there's infrastructure development coming into that place, right? So now, as development is coming to that, so you see the government coming in there and building roads, creating road paths, putting some form of infrastructure in place, seeing construction of electricity poles, and we look to see other growing demands for that particular location. People are beginning to request or look at that place to buy. So there's a growing demand. There's a general growing interest in that place. So that is the expansion stage where infrastructure development is coming into that space, right? And then you see the prices begin to increase a little from the discovery stage. Prices begin to increase, and then we go back to we go on to the next stage, the third stage. I call it the contraction stage. So this part is whereby I could call it the peak also stage. This is where now demand has reached has gotten to the same stage of supply, or demand is now higher than supply. So this is like the peak stage. It's like the contraction stage where the property now is getting to a slow point where people are now like, okay, we want this property, people are looking for it. So that's the highest time, and this time you see that the properties over that location skyrocketing to very high prices. That place is now in so much demand because a lot of infrastructure has come there, a lot of people have moved in there. So it's a developed place, or a developing place. And so yes, people can see the potential of that place. People can see the projection of where that place is going to. And so as an investor, you consider all of these different stages and know when to come in, when you should buy, when you should sell, or when you can get the maximum return on your investment. Okay, so and then we look at the last stage, the what's the word? I'm going to call this, I would say the inbound. I think, should I call that inbound, or I'll say flat. Let me say flat stage, because that point now this real estate is dipping in that location. Yes, because now, like I said, the supply is now exceeds the demand. But guess what? There's going to be a rebound, right? There are times when there was some years back where real estate peaked in some of these very developed areas. You see, real estate had peaked in locations like Ikeja, in Surulere, in other locations, in Ikoyi, in VI. You see that real estate had peaked in that area, right? The appreciation was very little over the years. You see, okay, just maybe it could increase by just $1 million or so. So it wasn't getting it wasn't appreciating as fast as it was in the previous year. So it had peaked, but that area, but usually sometimes those locations could have a rebound, right? Because later people would begin to come back there to now build new structures. Like you see the old buildings there are going to be taken down, demolished, and new structures are being built in these locations. And then more maybe better infrastructures. The government is coming in to maybe repair the roads, create more facilities there. So now the properties, investments in these areas, begin to appreciate again, right? So there's a rebound in this investment. So it's a peak, and it's a flat stroke rebound stage. That's what I call it, right? So this stage, I think, is the highest point of maturity of your investment. And if you are coming into this time, if you're coming to the investment at this time, I must say that you are coming in at the latest stage, at the end stage, where you can't really make so much, right? You can't really make so much like other people, except you have to do in some very good structural work on the property, or some kind of good development on the property that you are buying. All right, so now let's talk about strategies for managing your investment risk in these areas. All right, because now you're looking at, okay, I want to invest in the market, so I don't know where to start from. Which one is, where will I go and put my money now? Because I don't want to go and leave my money so long. What's the guarantee that this money is, this location is going to get to maturity in the next 5 years? What's the guarantees I'm going to get as much as 50% return on my investments in the next 5 years or in the next 2 years? So we're talking about the strategies for managing your investment. I would say number one strategy is the diversification. You must diversify your investment, right? You cannot say, okay, I've seen this place, they say this place is fast appreciating, okay, that is where I'm going to go and put in my money. No, because it's just like putting all your eggs in one basket, right? So you must diversify your investment. You can say, okay, this market is emerging. And when you're looking out for emerging markets, how do I identify it? Markets that are along major cities, right? Major cities, markets that are very close to, are on the border of major cities. Now look at all the border of Ogun State to Lagos, right? You look at borders close to Abuja, close to major states, major cities. These are emerging markets that urbanization is going to go to in the future, migration is going to go to in the future. And so these markets are still at the infancy stage, are still at the discovery stage. You can go in there, but you should know that you're going in there, the maturity period is a long-term period, right? You're going to that investment for the long term. So if you're going to put your money there, you should be able to consider, what is my investment appetite? Can I be willing to leave this money for this long, right? What is my risk, rather risk appetite? So if I leave this money lying there for this long, is it going to greatly affect my financial capacity, right? So you should be able to determine your risk appetite. How long can I leave this money lying in this investment? If you do not have such a long time, to leave that money, then you should look for medium term investments. So you should look at properties that are not at the discovery stage. They should be at the expansion stage, right? So these are properties are already going on demand in the market. They might not have reached the highest maturity point. They are still coming up, so the demand has not is not higher than the supply, right? So there's still a lot of availability of the property in these locations. So yes, that's where you can come into the market. Then you don't need to leave your money. That's a medium term investment. The maturity period of this investment is shorter. You don't need to leave your money there for so long, right? You can keep in your money there and know that, okay, I want to take out, I can be able to, my property or my investment is going to take probably 3 years, 4 years, 5 years to appreciate, and I'm going to be able to get this percentage or this percentage on my investment. Okay, so I'm opening the phone lines. If you have any questions or if you have any addition to all I have said, I would love to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Call me, tell me about your experiences. What has it been like for you in your journey of your real estate investment? Let me know what's your thoughts and your questions as well. Okay, I'm going on a short break. Please stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. I will be right back.
For real estate market insight and industry trends, join Amara on the Ninja Landlord Show, where we show you how to make real estate work for you. For different investments, strategies from real estate experts on Ninja Real Estates. Elevate your financial education and investment in Nigeria. So tune in every Saturday on VOP 90.3 from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Ninja Landlord Show, the voice of real estate in Nigeria.
And today we have been talking about understanding real estate circles in Nigeria, timing your investments for maximum returns. Let me hear from you, and your contributions will be greatly appreciated. So the number to call is 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. Yes, and you can also send us a chat on our WhatsApp line 081 56 338 081 338. Yes, so that's it. And the number to call once again 0700 903 903 903. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about today, understanding real estate circles in Nigeria, timing your investments for maximum returns. Yeah, so far I've shared the different circles. I've talked about the factors that determine these circles, and I've talked about the different circles and different stages of your real estate investment. And like I said, and like I always advocate here on the show, we are looking at how you can make the maximum return on your investment. This is all we are talking about on this program. We talk about how you can empower yourself, how you can get the right information and the tools to grow your real estate investment. All right, so it's no longer time to just sit down and say, okay, I am handicapped, I do not have the capacity to invest. Now the saying that real estate takes so much capital is a myth, right? I've always said that it's a myth. You don't need so much to invest in the real estate industry. And I always say, I always say a lot, right? So, I've been having this show, and we're talking about so many different topics in the real estate market. So, yes, I have a lot to say. So, I always say that coming into the real estate market, it is one of the surest vehicles of wealth creation. One of the surest vehicles of wealth creation. So, anybody telling you that you should not invest or you should wait until you have gathered so much, it's actually not your friend. It's actually not giving you the proper or the right advice. So you can come in. There are different stages that you can come in, right? We've shared that in the past, and you can start small. If you can save as low as 5,000 naira every week, then you can invest, right? The goal is, what is your earning capacity? If you can be able to, if you're earning consistently, and if you can be able to set aside a part of your income, a part of your earnings, for investment, then you are on the sure path to getting, to increasing your wealth, to creating wealth, generational wealth, not just for yourself but for you and your family, right? So that's what I always advocate on the show, on real estate investing, empowering yourself. Do not wait. Get the right information and empower yourself today. All right, so the number once again is 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. Okay, so yes, so we have talked about the cycles and the different stages, the different timings of this cycle. So I was talking about how to be able to mitigate against risk in this, in your investing, right? How to get the best out of each cycle, okay, so that you do not, excuse me, so that you do not get your hand burnt, right? So you're able to, okay, I have a caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. Hello, I can hear you. Good morning.
I'm Dr. Chapo.
You're Dr. what? Okay, the line is breaking. Cannot really get you. Can you say that again? All right, so I lost the call. Please call back. I couldn't hear you. Like I said, the number is 0700 903 903 903 0700. Okay, he's calling back. Hello, good morning. Please turn down the volume of your radio set. Hello? Could you turn down the volume of your radio set? Okay, I can't hear you. Please, if you're calling, turn down the volume of your radio set. And the number once again is 0700 903 903 903. Please call back. Let's hear your thoughts. Okay, I just hope the network problem is not from my end. Okay, so yeah, I was talking about the risk, to mitigate risk against risk in your investments. And one thing I said was diversify, right? Make sure that you're diversifying your investments across different locations, across different circles. This would greatly protect you against any eventualities that might come up in the future on that investment. You don't want to say, okay, they say, Ikorodu is the new Lagos, or Ikorodu is the place that everybody's investing, and then you go and put all your money in that location. You should be able to diversify. You should be able to buy in Ikorodu. You could as well go into Ekpe. And you should also look at different types of diversifying. Is not just across location. You could also look at different types of investment, property investment. You could invest in shop spaces, right? Now, when you look at locations where there's some high rate of migration, people are coming into that area, it means that these people are going to look for places to sell, places to trade, places to do business. You could invest. You could also look at getting shop spaces and buying into stores or slots that people can come in to trade in that place, warehouses, business infrastructure, office spaces, right? So this is another form of diversification, right? You can also look at commercial real estate aside from residential real estate. Look at the commercial aspects of real estate. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. What's the name, please?
My name is Benjamin Sunday.
Your name is?
My name is Benjamin Sunday.
Okay, Sunday. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Muslim.
Okay, from Mushi. Let's hear your thoughts, Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just want to ask something.
Yes,
How
please.
much do I need to start a real estate?
Okay, how much you need to start as a first-time buyer?
Yes.
All right, so it depends on the location where you want to buy from, right? And it also depends on on your income. It depends on how much that you have. Okay, so I would always say, well, as for the first time, start small. Start small. If you're able to set aside, how much are you able to set aside, and how much do you earn? Okay, if you what kind of payments you want to make. If you're able to set aside already, you've been able to save some money that you want to set aside, and you've already saved up some amounts, then you want to go and buy a very low property. And it depends on the location. I know in places as like Ikorodu, you can see small plot, maybe a 300 square meter plot, as low as 500,000 naira, right? Or even less. Okay, so you could start in that area. You could go outside Lagos. You could go to locations like Ibadan. You could go to places like Mowe or Fada, all those kind of locations. You could see much cheaper properties that you can buy at a very low cost, right? So it's how much do you earn? How much are you able to set aside? And you can also look at paying in installments. I know that there are some real estate companies that have give you the opportunity to pay in installments. So yes, like I said, no matter your level, as far as you are earning monthly, you have consistent income coming in, you have a skill set that brings money, that brings income to you, then you can be able to see an investment that is affordable, that you are able to afford, right? That is within your budget. Okay, all right, so I have to round up. Our time is up. It has been such a pleasure being with you here on the show. If you have any more questions, you can send me a direct message on WhatsApp only, 08064637377, 08064637377. Send me a WhatsApp message. Let's connect. Let me hear your thoughts, and also share our experiences with each other. All right. So till I come your way, same time next week, bringing you another insightful, value pack topic on the real estate industry. Stay blessed. Keep investing. Stay rich. Stay free. My name is Amara Almusiri K, and I'm out.